This is Dr. Redwin. In this video, we are going to see about oral lichen planus. Oral lichen planus is a mucocutaneous disorder which can affect both the skin as well as the mucosa. The main etiology of oral lichen planus is still unknown, but there are lots of predisposing factors which can give rise to oral lichen planus. The most important predisposing factor is stress. Stress plays a very important role in the development of oral lichen planus. It commonly affects the middle-aged female individuals. Most importantly, it is a pre-malignant condition. That means it has the potential to develop malignant lesion anywhere in the oral mucosa. Oral lichen planus can be of various types based on the composition of red and white component and the pattern which it develops. So based on that, the first most important type of oral lichen planus is reticular type of lichen planus. As you can see in this image, the reticular type of lichen planus shows fine white radiating lines which forms a network-like pattern. These radiating white lines are non-scrapable and doesn't disappear on stretching. Usually it is present bilaterally and the most common site is buccal mucosa. This type of lesion are asymptomatic, or sometimes patient might have mild discomfort or roughness in that particular region. This is the second type of oral lichen planus called as papullar lichen planus. In this type you can see multiple small white dots which has been intermingled with striae or lines. Even in this type, patient doesn't have any symptoms other than mild roughness. To establish the clinical diagnosis of oral lichen planus, a reticular or papullar textures have to be present. This is a third type of oral lichen planus called as plaque type lichen planus. In this type, as you can see, a homogeneous white plaque-like structure is seen on the dorsum surface of the tongue, which has been replacing the normal papillary structures of the tongue. So in this structure, because of this, the patient might develop a squamous cell carcinoma in a later stage when it has not been treated. So even in this stage, the patient can be asymptomatic or sometimes may have mild burning sensation. If you notice very clearly, the plaque type lichen planus has some amount of line-like structures in the anterior-most region of the tongue. As I said before, all the types of lichen planus will have some amount of striae or papilla along with that. This is the fourth type of lichen planus called as erosive type of lichen planus. As you can see, the lesion has an erythematous area in the center. At the periphery, it has a fine white radiating striae or lines. This is the ideal characteristic feature of erosive type of lichen planus. This type of lichen planus can appear directly as an erosive form, or it can develop as a bullous type of lichen planus which eventually breaks and develop into an erosive form. This type of lichen planus will have a smarting sensation or severe pain. Oral lichen planus confined to gingiva may be entirely erythematous with no reticular or papullar elements and present as desquamative gingivitis. In such cases, it is very difficult to differentiate between oral lichen planus induced desquamative gingivitis from other condition which induces desquamative gingivitis. This is another type of oral lichen planus in which an ulcer is being formed in the anterior-most region of the lesion. A fibrin-coated ulcer is seen in the right buccal mucosa along with an erosive area. These areas are being surrounded by a fine radiating white lines. This is a type of ulcerative lichen planus. This type of lichen planus will be symptomatic and patient will be having severe pain or burning sensation. This clearly shows that the oral lichen planus will have skin manifestations or cutaneous manifestation in about 15% of the cases. So as you can see in this picture, the first picture shows the reticular pattern on the vermilion border of the lip along with some amount of hyperpigmentation. The intraoral picture clearly shows the reticular pattern on the left buccal mucosa, and it is also present on the skin. The third picture shows that it is a glossy scaly like appearance with some amount of erosions is being noted on the palm. And the fourth picture clearly shows the characteristic features of cutaneous manifestation of lichen planus. Usually the cutaneous manifestation, as you can see, will be papillar, polygonal, plaque or pruritic. Most of the lesions will be severely pruritic. That means patient will have itchiness to a greater extent. And nails also will be affected in most of the cases. Nail will become darkened, groove and ridged as you can see in this picture, and in some cases the nail may even shed or sometimes stop growing altogether. Oral manifestation of lichen planus may occur weeks or months before appearance of skin lesions. They are the first to come but last to go even after the treatment. Apart from the history and clinical examination, biopsy plays a very important role in confirming the diagnosis of oral lichen planus. Once the lesion has been confirmed, it is always mandatory to start the treatment with topical medications. 0.1% triamcinolone acetonide is the first line of drug which is being used to treat the oral lesions. If the lesion is extensive, then we can prefer the injection type of steroids or systemic drugs. Whenever you are giving systemic drugs for the patients, care should be taken to avoid the side effects of steroid therapy. Always remember, waxing and waning is an ideal characteristic feature of oral lichen planus. That means oral lichen planus will undoubtedly flare up again. The recurrence rate is very high in spite of the various treatment modalities. As a part of maintenance therapy, patient can be given curcumin oral gel which has to be used daily, aloe vera gel to reduce the burning sensation, and also a supplement of antioxidants. And clear instruction has to be given to avoid spicy and hot foods, and follow-up has to be done every 3 to 6 months to note down whether the lesion is turning into any malignant conditions. I hope you got an idea about diagnosing oral lichen planus after seeing this video. Thank you.